welcome back. So today's video is a little bit different to what I usually do. However, I'm hoping it will still be a good video to watch. I always like watching these, and recently I've really talked about stuff like this with my friends, and as you can tell from the title, we are looking at childhood TV programs. So these are like the 90s, early 2000s, so some of you might be a little bit too young to know, but if you are, I suggest you go on YouTube and watch these, because these are bangers. We've got a little bit of a different setup today. I thought I'd change the angle, see what the situation is. I can sit up and cross my legs, get comfy, ignore my hairstyle, because I'm just chilling today, as you can see. Joggers, top, hair in a bun. Anyways, back to the video. Let's get started. So it's not going to be a chatty video, it's going to be more pictures. Little childhood memory, let's bring it back. I've got a massive list of childhood TV shows. These are all like 90s, early 2000s, so some of you might be a little bit too young, but if you are, I suggest you go and watch them because they're bangers. Yeah, I suggest we just get on with it and stop talking. It's quite annoying that that's up this way. Let's put that down there. I don't need this. I've got too many cushions. I need to sort it out. Let's put this up so you can all see that. You can see that. Perfect. First one, Mona the Vampire. Classic. I always used to watch this in the mornings before school. Do you remember when you had time before school to watch TV? I think the last time I watched TV before I went to school was like year 8. So that's 8 years ago, I think. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's not a 14, is there? Then 3 years at uni. Yeah. Unless there's a 14. I'm always confused whether there's a 14. I keep forgetting. I feel like there's not. Anyway, I used to watch this before school along with Arthur. And I feel like there was another show. Tracy Beaker, I think. Yeah, classics. Absolute classics. Can I just apologise for the noise? There's always something going on my street. Like drilling. Watch my chops. Now a lot of people don't know this one, and it really upsets me. It wasn't on for a long time, so I feel like that's why people didn't know it. It only had 2 seasons, so it was on from 2003 to 2007. I'm hoping at least one of you will remember that. Chucklevision. Now you all must know this. Paul and Barry Chuckle. Just the best show. Like, you can't go wrong with watching Chucklevision. So good. Of course, mentioned it already, the dumping grounds, Tracy Beaker. Interesting news, Danny Harmer is back as Tracy Beaker, and I think it's called like My Mum's Tracy Beaker or something like that. Might have made that up, might be fake news, but I know she's coming back. That is not fake news. The Basil Brush Show started in 2002, ended in 2007, so it wasn't a massively long run, but it was decent. They look very different to now's TV, but I think the children's TV now, ours was so much better. I don't know if that's just because I enjoyed it when I was a kid, but Ooglies, it was the most stupid show, but it was just things with eyes on it, and I think that was it. They just made a story with like potato with eyes on it. So Best of Friends started in 2004, and I think it was just a show that like tested friendships. The Secret Show. Now, so, again, some people don't remember this. And you know what? I remember so well playing a game on CBBC, like the website CBBC. They had some good games. Bamzooki. Yeah, so kids made these like little Bamzooki robots, and they just competed in like wars. Yeah, there was a game of like, they had sort of a goal here, and the robot would have to try and push a ball into the goal, Escape from Scorpion Island. They just had to do like trials and try and escape, basically. It basically says it in the name. Team Sting and Team Claw. And you'd be in separate teams, and the first team to escape won. 50-50 and get your own back. 2 great game shows that I was always jealous that we couldn't be a part of. I always wanted to do them. Just a game that everyone would want to be on. I always wanted to go on those inflatables. It looks so good. And then Get Your Own Back is, I think it's when they gun to the parents. Yeah, so Get Your Own Back is where the kids get revenge on teachers or parents. Young Dracula, the dad, Count Dracula, has got 2 kids, but the boy's like, I just want to fit in, da da da. And it's just a story about that, basically. Prank Patrol. Now, this was with Barney Harwood. You'd have one kid want to prank his friend, and they'd set up pranks, and they'd do, I think it was like the switcheroo or something. Bear behaving badly. Barney living with Nev, the bear, and Nev would always get in trouble. Sarah Jane Adventures, basically Doctor Who, but her son was an alien, didn't have a belly button, something like that. Might be completely wrong. Dino Sapien. This really upsets me because a lot of people do not know this. It's like Primeval. 2 absolute dinosaur bangers. It was just so good. Like, I don't remember watching it a lot. Okay, so Dino Sapien came out in 2007. Doesn't say when it like ended, but I don't think it was on for a long run. And Primeval came out in 2007. Again, it doesn't say when it stopped. However, when they got a new cast, stop watching. It was really bad. Brum, if you don't know Brum, I don't think we could be friends. The Koala Brothers. 2 koalas who were brothers in the Australian outback. And they'd fly an airplane. Todd World. Oh yeah, I really faintly remember this. This came out in 2004. And it was a 2D animation. Colourful everything, and they'd go on little adventures. The Slammer. It would be a prison, and you'd have the main guy who was like the officer, and to get out of the prison, do a talent show, and whoever they voted for the best, they'd get out of prison. Story makers. The tune should come straight into your head as soon as I say story makers, and make new stories. Balamory. Everyone knows Balamory. Lots of different people in a little village called Balamory. Archie in the House, who would make lots of different things in the Pink Castle. Josie Jump. Edie McCready. I remember her. The Shiny Show. Yeah, so you had a dog, a cat and a monkey. If you get a point, you get a shiny, and if you have 3 different shinies, you win. Step Inside. Chris Jarvis did this, and it was quite a creepy cat actually. Chris, who played Mr. Mopple, I think it's called. They'd go in and you'd have a clock that talks, a bookshelf that talks, and he'd take a book and he'd read it to you, basically. And you had a cat that sat with him and talked to him. The cat is huge, actually, compared to him. Razzle Dazzle, it was like an orange thing. I think it would just sing to you. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know much about this, but oh wow, it only ended in 2017. And it started in 2005. Pablo, the little red fox. Pablo's adventures with like his sisters, little robots. This was a banger as well. It's like, this was Little Robots, and then you had Roly Poly Oly. Both bangers. Doodle Doo. These were the little hands with eyes on. And you'd like make stuff. It was like Mr. Maker, but not. Bits and bobs. They'd zoom into it and then start guessing what it is, and then they'd zoom out and be like, oh, it's a ball. And you'd like guess along with them. Well, I would. The Bobby Knobs. Bobby Knobs. Bobby Knobs. Binker. I was just Little Adventures, it was so cute. Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men. I don't think I even need to explain this. Andy Pandy. Banger, absolute banger. We had Andy Pandy, Loopy Loo, Mrs. Spider's Sunny Patch Friends. Now my friend actually reminded me of this, and I didn't realise what she was saying, but then I saw the pictures and memories came back. Oswald. It was basically a blue octopus. Pinky dinky doo. She would go on adventures with her guinea pig. Franny's shoes. I used to call her Fanny, thought it was Fanny's shoes, and say they were flip-flops. She'd put the flip-flops on and then they'd take her to the beach. Or she'd put like space shoes on, they'd take her to space. Franklin, it was like a little turtle and he'd go on adventures and he'd like explore the world. Baba, I think this is called. It was just an elephant. Yeah, I can't remember what happened in it, but Kipper the dog. So this was also a book. Olivia the pig. Rubber dubbers. If you don't know the rubber dubbers, you're missing out. They were literally toys in a bath that came to life and they would just enjoy bath time. Big Kids. This was such a good show. Yoko Komoto Toto. A monkey, a bird and an armadillo live and go on adventures together. Higgledy House. So I think it started as Tickabilla. So you have Tickabilla and then I think they went on and did Higgledy House, which they basically, it were two friends that lived in a house and they'd explore different subject matters, I think. And that is all I'm going to do today. That was 50 different kids shows. I've got so many more. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, a little bit different, but this is something I always talk about with people. Memories, what we knew as kids. I might do a couple of different series on this, like memories of kids, toys, the language, what you do at school, different sort of things. I really enjoy stuff like that. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, share this with your friends, comment down below if you have any other ideas or videos, or message me if you don't want to comment, that's fine too. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next week. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you next time.